Hey guys, Jengar here. Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody has great days with their loved ones. Welcome to this realistic review in the Yak-23, sitting at 7.3 battle rating. Now before we go on into this review, I want to mention the winner of the French tank code giveaway. This is the YouTube user called On Off. I have told him to contact me and I will deliver him the code so that he can play French tanks over the holidays. So congratulations to you, On Off, and good luck with the code and the French tanks. Let's get into this plane, the Yak-23, a very good plane at a 7.3 battle rating. I would say this is a second F-84G. Yes, it is very good. The maximum speed on this thing on sea level is 897 kilometers an hour. At 4,500 meters it is 710 kilometers an hour. And at 6,500 meters it is 628 kilometers an hour. Now that is fast. I mean, it is faster than the F3D, which was a slow plane at 8.0 battle rating. It's much faster than that, sitting at 7.3 battle rating at the moment. Now it's not the fastest plane, of course. The F-84s are faster, for example, and there's some other planes coming close, but this plane is pretty fast. It's nice. Top speed in a dive is 950 for the red line, but the top speed to rip is fluent. And what I mean by that, it is dependent on what kind of maneuvers you're doing on what kind of speeds. These wings are not the strongest ones I've ever seen, and in my test I have been managing to rip them from starting about 750 kilometers an hour. I've seen them rip off, and I've tried it a few times in dives, doing rolls, doing turns and stuff like that, and they can definitely rip off between 750 and the red line. So I've never been able to reach the actual rip speed beyond 950, because there is no such thing. I always manage to rip it before the 950. Maybe it was even a miracle that I could reach the red line without really ripping it apart. So the wings are fragile on high speeds, especially with heavy rolling involved. Be aware of this, and you can probably prevent that from happening. The stall speed in the plane is a low 130 kilometers an hour, which is actually really fantastic. The control stiffening in this plane is really almost absent. There's a little bit noticeable above 700 kilometers an hour, but it really is no issue on this plane. Firepower on the plane is decent. It has two 23mm NR33 cannons with 90 rounds per gun. I used air targets for these guns, and 600 meter convergence, although you can use 800 meters. They're close together, they're centrally mounted, and there is no real difference there. The ammo load I would call average with the 90 rounds per gun. It is not fantastic. You really gotta use the rounds sparingly. The acceleration in a straight and that the last 20 rounds should really have netted us our fourth kill there, but I managed to put those rounds next to the plane. Unfortunately, could not get my kill score in this match to 4. Acceleration in a straight line in this plane is excellent, and in a dive it's actually less good. I'd say it's very good there. It's better, of course, than in a straight line acceleration, but comparatively to other planes in a dive, it's not excellent. I would call it very good. Energy retention in the horizontal is excellent, and in the vertical it's good, especially when you pull high G's in the vertical. The plane loses some speed here and there. So I wouldn't call it excellent there, but good. The energy retention overall is very good. Climb rate is excellent. This thing is almost like a rocket plane. It really wants to go up, and that's fantastic, because you will end up the highest plane most often, especially compared to the enemy team. On your own team you will have other Yak-23s, but on the enemy team, yeah, you will outclimb them most likely. Turn time in the plane is good. The flaps rip off at 420, so you can only use them at lower speeds. This plane becomes sluggish, by the way, below 300 kilometers an hour, but it is very good above 300 kilometers an hour. Roll rate on the plane is very good. Maneuverability overall is very good. It's just a joy to fly this plane. But it is so maneuverable, you actually have a problem with losing control. Even with a full crew, I had that problem a few times. So you definitely got to be aware of that and use negative pitch regularly to avoid you from losing control. But yeah, the maneuverability is excellent and makes you pull high Gs on medium to high speeds. Overheating in this plane is occurring only at extensive webbing, and it cools off like in no time, so it's not an issue. Durability in the plane, the fuselage can take a hit or two, but not the wings. The wings are very fragile, and you can definitely lose a wing in a high speed dive, like I said, with heavy rolling. But you can also lose it due to some all caliber of guns being shot at your wings, and the plane definitely does not fly well with damage in the wings. That is absolutely the case. So you basically don't want to let this plane take any damage. This is basically a sports car. It also looks like a sports car, and you want to take care of it in that sense. But if you take care of it and you use it as an energy fighter, because that's how I see this plane mostly. It can turn, of course, you can use it a little bit as a turn fighter as well. But it is mainly an energy fighter. There goes the flap. That's what I discovered during the matches actually. Pretty low speeds where the flaps already rip off for a jet. But all in all, this is a magnificent plane and extremely good as an energy fighter because of the very good acceleration, the excellent energy retention and the excellent climb rate. Brilliant plane to fly around in and loop and maneuver against enemy planes. I really had a joy in this plane. Lots of fun. Even in up tiers like in this match where we mainly faced 8.0 enemy planes. This plane is competitive and well, we'll see if and how long it stays at this battle rating. It is a little bit like the F-84G and it needs to find its place, and it's probably gonna take a while. Maybe it's gonna take as long as a review of Gaijin of the higher tiers. Planes in tier 5 basically need a revamp with maybe some higher battle ratings involved. But we got 2 kills in that match with a 4th place. This is the scoreboard of the first match in which we got 3 kills. Let's see what we got. We got Terror of the Sky, Bulletproof, and we've got that challenge plane. But I already got that, so I got my 250 back. 83,000 Silver Lions and almost 3,000 research points. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. This is a fantastic plane. You can research it without any headache. This is fantastic. It is one of the better 7.0, well, it's not 7.0, it's 7.3, but it is one of the better planes in this range together with the F-84G, I would say. Very nice, very maneuverable, pretty fast, excellent acceleration and energy retention. This plane is a joy to fly, roll rate is fantastic. It is really a joy to fly. It's a fantastic energy fighter. You can transition a little bit into boom and zooming with short runs and you know, maneuvering as a dogfighter. This plane is just very good in all the 3 roles. Makes it very versatile as well and very strong. You know, you have a lack of ammunition, but if you use them sparingly, the 23s seem to perform better than they used to. They definitely do damage, and if you get a good burst on a target, you just gotta make sure you only fire when you are sure you will hit the target. Yeah, so all in all, a joy to fly, great plane, and again, I had a lot of fun in it, and I hope you will have to watching this and flying this plane out once you get it. Gaijin will probably adjust the battle rating eventually because this plane even performs very nicely at 8.0 up tiers. Guys, again, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. I'll probably have another video up tomorrow as well. And well, you probably can watch it somewhere during the day, in between the festivities, right? I always have some spare time in there to watch my YouTube things. Gotta love it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community, If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.